Georgie, is that you?
Dad! You have no idea how glad I am to see you.
Now you have your father, you have no need for the doctor.
What? Doctor who? We don't need a doctor.
No, you never met him. Enjoy your life, Georgie Darlington Cook.
What's going on?
I can't quite remember. At least we've got each other.
Surrounded by my family. What's not to be happy about?
I'm so glad you're here, Dad.
Take your family and leave this place. Forget us. Your life will be normal again.
What's this group hug for? How about we go get some ice cream, like we used to?
Their memories are already fading because they want them to. This new future, all that power, all that potential, all for us.
Can I take your order?
3 bruschetta, 1 chicken, 1 salad, 1 tuna, maybe a bottle of the house white?
Certainly, sir.
We should shake things up sometime. Order something different.
But when you know what you like, and the food is as good as it is...
Georgie, do you have to be on your phone?
Sorry, just expecting a couple of important work emails. You know how it is.
I'm sure they can wait a little longer.
Your desserts. Who's having the panna cotta?
Me, but have we got there yet?
Is everything okay?
It's happening again. We're dining in the wrong order.
What do you mean? Georgie?
You can't see it, can you?
I don't get it. There's nothing to see. Oh, the apple pie's mine.
Something's wrong with time. But only I can see it. I think I'm aging.
The cheesecake?
Can't you see what's going on? Mum, hand me your mirror.
Georgie, sweetie, tell me what's wrong.
I look older than you. How can that be? I must be, what, 80? You don't even blink.
Sorry, madam. Are you feeling okay?
Look at me. Can't you see something's wrong? I feel so weak.
Madam?
What? Has it gone back to normal? How old do I look?
Normal? Old? What do you mean?
Cheesecake?
Oh, yes, please.
I was old and... Oh, never mind. I don't remember eating.
Is everything okay, dear?
Yeah, of course. What could possibly be wrong?
I can tell when you aren't being honest.
What would you do if you could see something that no one else could? A problem that no one else knew needed fixing?
I'd do what I could to sort it out.
Is there something you aren't telling us about?
No, just a hypothetical. It's okay.
Tuna?
You're kidding me. Hey, Rowan. No problem, I'll be there in 5. Minor emergency. They need me to sign some important paperwork.
Isn't that always the way? No rest for the wicked. We'll see you back at the house then.
Yeah, sorry to cut lunch short.
I'd come with you if your mother hadn't insisted I'd take some time off.
It's for your own good.
Hey, can I get that to go?
Oh, those dratted earthlings! I swear I cannot leave them alone for 1 second. I've got temporal disturbances flaring up all over the planet. I'm picking up... Yeah, I can't even count that many signals. And it's getting worse with every passing second. Every major city, even a few of the obscure ones. Chicago seems to be drifting back to the 1650s, which is saying something considering it wasn't founded until a couple of 100 years later. Jakarta's suffering from reverse chronology, Marrakesh is only doing every other day, and Toulouse is trapped in a perpetual state of next week. Bloody typical. That's pretty disorientating though. What have these humans been doing? They're worse than children, always tampering with things that they shouldn't. Though, I don't think they're doing it on their own. Looks like there's some sort of creature, a walking paradox flitting from place to place, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Oh, I see. But when and where did it start? There must be an origin for this temporal catastrophe. Oh, great, now there's more. St. Petersburg keeps on getting glimpses of the 32nd century, and Brisbane's stuck in the 80s. There's no way I can fix all of these paradoxes, not when there's only one of me. It's you! What in the name of Bandragonus 4 are you doing here? Well, I was about to ask you the same thing. What's the meaning of barging into my ship like this? I'm not the barger. I'm the bargee. You're a bargee, what, chicken? And what are you on about? Oh, never mind. Now I see why my friends get so frustrated. So you're what, a temporal echo caused by the creature's interference with time? Since when did I develop a penchant for stealing the words out of my own mouth? I don't follow. Or maybe that's precisely the problem. What if I don't follow you, if you follow me? Oh look, you think that you're the echo? And you're from the future, right. Now, do you have a warning for me? A mysterious hint? I do so love cryptic crosswords. So, any anagrams, stuff like that? Do I always make so little sense? Wait, did something happen to Georgie? Is that it? Oh dear, you seem to be fading away, old chap. Oh, no, mate, I think it's you. Whatever that creature did, it must have been abominable. What's that? What was that? You're breaking up. There's a paradox. It's about to do something drastic, or perhaps it already has. Is Georgie safe? Just tell me. You must. Oh, what's the point? He's gone. Oh, if only I'd focused, maybe I could have maintained the link a bit longer. But wait. If he's me from the past, how come I don't remember any of that? And who's Georgie, I suppose with everything in flux, it is possible that multiple timelines are converging. But if that's the case... What's worse than Bikini State Red, right, old girl? Can you centre in on the heart of the trouble, where everything is at its worst, Let's see, England, London... Right then, in we go! It really is times like this I wish I wasn't alone.
Margaret from Walton Chemicals has signed off on the latest order, so that's being processed as we speak. I've just got off the phone with Dan Nugent from R&D and he says that Geneva is good to go. Everything is going promisingly.
Gosh, Geneva. I keep forgetting that's happening. I know Dad had concerns about construction going to plan out there.
There's nothing to worry about. DC Works is at the top of its game.
So what was so urgent lunch had to wait?
We've received the papers from Henry at Beaufort and Moritz.
And you need them signed today, gotcha. I take it you've been through them?
I've had legal on them all morning. It's exactly as discussed.
So, the only thing we need to create hundreds of new jobs is my signature. Show me the dotted line, Rowan.
We don't have time for this.
I still can't get my head around them. Air raid sirens belong in the 1940s.
They're a fact of life now.
One everyone is aware of. But when did they become so routine? I can't remember.
I guess it makes sense the Prime Minister suggesting them. They're instantly recognisable. We're lucky that the government department found a way to detect the rip things and warn us about them.
Oh, come on then. Best get down to the shelter. Can you do a quick sweep of the offices on this floor? Make sure everyone's leaving. I need to make a quick call.
Sure. Don't be long.
Come on, Dad. Pick up. Whatever is happening this time, I don't want you out on the streets.
Scott, did you just... I could have sworn those people over there were going backward.
Nonsense. Why would they do that? Look, they're running down there now. Forward.
Sorry, I must be seeing things. What do we do?
We aren't far from home, so we should probably head there. That'll be safer than doubling back to the nearest shelter. That's a good 10-minute walk away. And no one's going to offer us a lift in this panic. Besides, we have those thick shutters and bulletproof windows in place.
You really think home will be safe? Safe from what? We don't always know what's coming, but I couldn't sit back and do nothing. I couldn't leave my family totally defenseless against creatures like that. We should hurry up. Only a few minutes and we'll be... Look at all that light spilling out! What is it?
Let's not worry about that. Not when those things are coming out of it.
Oh, such ugly giant rat things! I've never seen one in real life before.
Get behind me. I'll protect you.
Scott, no!
Right, I think you two should get behind me.
And who are you?
Yes, and more resilient to those things than you. They'll rip you up in a few seconds. I might last a minute, possibly two. Perks of being time sensitive.
Where did you come from?
There's a blue box behind us. Think we can make it in there safely?
No, there are loads of them back there too. Do you know why they're shimmering? I've seen footage of them before, but not like this. Do they just look different in the flesh? How do we kill them?
You see the shimmering? Interesting. Very few people do. You're probably quite special. Yes, but I don't have time to congratulate you properly right now, seeing as they are massing to attack. See, very little bothers are Chetnavol, that's what they're called. But the high-pitched sonic pulses can distract them like moths to a flame. When you hear the noise, they'll be drawn into me. I need you to make a break for it. Now, is there anywhere safe around here?
Our house. It's just around the corner.
Okay, run like your lives depend upon it and do not look back.
But what about you?
You're risking your life for us. We don't even know who you are.
And I don't know you. What wonderful symmetry. I'm the Doctor, and I can't stand back and see innocent people in danger. Your names can wait until our paths cross again, eh? Right, here we go. And 3, 2, run! Chetnavors! I haven't seen you in a long time. But with everything happening on Earth, it's no real surprise that you ravenous beasties are on the prowl. The dawn of time not interesting enough for you demons? I know what you cheeky things do to people, but you'll have to catch me first. Now those two out of the way, it's about time I made myself scarce. And I'm heading straight into the rupture itself. Oh, this is gonna smart. Oh well, ready or not.
It was sensible having the second shelter built. There have been more and more sightings of those horrible creatures.
Got to put my employees' lives first. But when those monstrosities can appear out of nowhere, I'm not even sure these bunkers will protect us. Part of me thinks it's more to do with making people feel safe than anything else.
At least they won't be able to get in from the outside.
Well, didn't you hear about that shelter in Piccadilly that was overrun when they gnawed their way through the walls?
Let's not say that too loudly. I heard Coventry had its own mini blitz last month. Took out the cathedral again. Not many casualties though. Worse was that corporate away day that thought they were in some theme park but were actually in the middle of the French Revolution. Only half of them got away with their lives.
It's all too unpredictable. Something isn't right somehow. But we have to keep living our lives. We can't just stop everything in case something strange happens.
Have you heard from your parents yet?
No, it kept going straight to answer phone.
Reception tends to get a bit patchy when something happens and the sirens go off. Keep trying.
Dad, can you hear me? I know the line isn't good. Are you safe? You got home? Brilliant. What? A doctor? Are you hurt? Oh, but you're okay. That's the main thing. We're fine. We're in a shelter. I'll see you later. Stay safe. They're okay. Dad says someone saved them from the rat things, but they think he must be dead, swarmed by the monsters.
I suppose that's one of the purest forms of bravery and kindness, sacrificing yourself for a stranger. I hope he found peace, whoever he was.
I thought I'd lost them. I wouldn't know what to do if... Ah! No, not in here!
Everyone, get back! Someone get that hatch open.
Quickly, everyone out!
There are so many of them. They're popping up everywhere.
Everyone, stop panicking and move quickly. Those things are... Rowan, you saved me. You threw that thing. Are you all right?
My hand. Where I touched it, it burns. It's okay. I'll keep them back. Make sure everyone's safe.
The crowd's thinning. We can get out. Rowan, come on.
Georgie, get out of here. We won't both make it. There are too many of them.
No, Rowan, I'm not losing you too.
Two?
I don't know why I said that.
Georgie, go! Close the hatch. It's too late for me.
Rowan!
Do it, now!
He saved us. Thank you, Rowan.
Oh, that stings. Oh, I haven't felt this bad since Comic-Con. Hey, now, where am I? I fell through a crack in time. Looks like I ended up in a nest of some temporal tree.
You have invaded our home.
You're the things responsible for all the mayhem on Earth, aren't you? Here and everywhere all at once, I'll bet. I suppose that's the cheekiness of the living paradoxes. You're everywhere and nowhere, baby. Uh-huh. No silver lining here, though.
How is your head, Doctor?
Only a small bump when I landed. Seems to be fine.
He does not know what is missing.
What do you mean missing? There's nothing missing.
Georgie is lost to him.
Georgie? My echo mentioned a Georgie. Who is Georgie?
Once upon a time you knew.
This is the core of the causal nexus, isn't it? Everything diverges from here. I'm beginning to see more clearly. Yes, I understand. It's too much. I can't focus. I'm being bombarded with too much information at once. Oh, no, my eyes.
Look at the poor thing.
It's like trying to read every page of a book simultaneously. Don't expect to understand what's happening. No. Over the other timeline. Georgie, I'm starting to remember. Yes.
The poor thing has hope.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
We must return to Earth.
No. I can't let you do that.
You couldn't stop us before. Nothing has changed.
Wanna bet? You take my friend from me? Bad idea. Such a bad idea. Because now I've got nothing to lose. Back into the rapture we go. Geronimo!
He is already too late. Poor thing.
Come on, this way! There's another shelter on Russell Street! No, don't run off! There's safety in numbers! Oh, what's the point? Rowan's dead. We're stuck out here and no one's coming to help us. What the? Is that some sort of mutant dinosaur? And now a giant robot. When did my life become a knockoff episode of Power Rangers? Of course they're fighting, and us tiny ants are stood right in the way. Forget sticking together! Run for your lives!
It's all rather ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, only 7 Garenda-Renda-Rendosaurs were ever born, and now here's one on 21st century Earth fighting... Well, I don't even know where to begin on that metallic monstrosity... thing. It looks like a Cyberman, but on a really bad day.
Cyberman?
You've heard of them. Utterly ruthless. But then, what can you expect when you take emotions out of a human? And by the way, what is the opposite of ruthless? Can one be full of ruth?
What are you jabbering on about?
I've never travelled with a Ruth before. Maybe I should seek one out. Put an ad on Facebook or something.
Ruthful?
You've got to hope. Now, take my hand, and we'll get you away from this really ridiculous sight.
What about everyone else?
They've already scarpered, and I can't say as I blame them.
But they'll be crushed under that robot thing.
No, I don't think so. Not when I'm done with the real creatures responsible. These two giants aren't to blame. Not really. They're just caught in the danger zone like you humans.
Wait, you say that like...
Shh. Hear that? Sounds like... Oh, there. I was going to say. It sounds like someone rewinding a VHS. I didn't think time would be so literal, or maybe it's just the way my brain can process such primal and impossible sound stemming from the vortex itself. Now, what happened to Georgie? Where did she go? Over there. Let's get her band of merry survivors out of the way before our Dino Destroyer pops up again.
Come on, this way! There's another shelter on Russell Street!
Excuse me, you don't want to go that way. It's hardly safe. Actually, Godzilla's big brother is going to be making an appearance any second now.
Then where can we go?
Your friends can take Gordon Street, head towards Milton Avenue.
Wait, what about me?
You see, we need to have a word, Georgie.
Sorry, how do you know my name?
It came to me in a temporal echo.
Just give me a straight answer, please.
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong, and you're connected to all of this somehow.
I don't have time for this. I need to see my employees safe, and then I need to get to my parents and make sure they're all right. Everyone follow me! This way toward Milton.
In all fairness, maybe I didn't handle that one brilliantly. And I bet that time isn't going to helpfully rewind for me again. Now, if that echo of me is still floating about in the TARDIS circuit, maybe I can extrapolate the coordinates of Georgie's exact location from that trace signal. Or maybe somewhere she's been lately, somewhere special to her. Well, it's got to be worth a try. Who would live in a house like this, I wonder? Well, it looks like an armed fortress.
It's you!
Oh, it's you! Where did I go wrong? Maybe I got the signals a bit muddled.
Scott, come here. It's that man.
Please, call me Doctor. Everybody else does.
You're alive.
And kicking, yes. Just don't ask me to do the can-can. Bad memories.
But how? You were surrounded by those giant rat things.
I jumped into the vortex to escape. I'm a time sensitive, so I can survive much more exposure to the ruptures than your average person. Look, this is going to sound like a really strange question, but I don't suppose you know anyone by the name of Georgie, do you?
Sure, that's our daughter.
Ha! Success getting, Doctor, my lad. I knew it'd work.
But a minute ago you said...
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
What do you want with Georgie?
I think she might be my friend.
You don't sound sure.
And with everything going on, perhaps the hope of friendship is all that we can count on right now. Huh. So you're her parents? What a coincidence, bumping into you two earlier on. Or perhaps it wasn't. Oh. So, is she here?
No, she was in the shelter last we heard.
Well, she was running to you the last time I saw her. Ah, of course. The TARDIS figured out where she was going and ended up beating her here. Very proactive. Well done, old girl.
Why don't you come in? Can I get you anything?
Well, I wouldn't say no to tea.
Take a seat. Aside from earlier on, we haven't met before, have we?
Before today? I don't... Wait. Your name, it begins with an A. It's not Alison, not Annabelle, not Amber. Alphabet Soup?
That's not a name.
Or perhaps not on this planet. Andrea! You're Andrea!
How did you know that?
I'm not sure, but my current working theory, for which I am finding more and more evidence with every passing second, suggests that we met in another timeline, and that the memories are bleeding through into this one. And seeing the shimmering Cheknovors would suggest that you're at the heart of this situation.
Is that a good thing?
Does this look like the sort of face that's happy about that? Are you familiar with multiverse theory? That every decision spawns a brand new universe. That existence is like a flowchart, that somewhere out there every possible version of events is playing out. Occasionally you get little snippets from another life. We call them déjà vu because they seem strangely familiar. It's because you have lived through them before. But not at this particular version of you. Now, they're fine because they're so fleeting. But imagine every second of your life was filled with thousands upon thousands of sensations like that. You couldn't move without seeing countless versions of you doing slightly different iterations of exactly what you're doing. My mind couldn't cope with that, let alone yours. So if sizable memories are starting to flood through, we need to seriously panic. Because everyone's mind going kaboom as they know too much is nothing compared to time collapsing. That's like kaboom cubed. It's those blasted creatures. Their constant interference is weakening the boundaries between alternative realities.
Kaboom cubed.
Well, figuratively speaking, I didn't think you'd care for the technical term.
And who are you in all of this?
I'm the Doctor. I help. Maybe I should get that on a business card, that's quite good. Got dictatorship that needs toppling? I'm your man. Alien invasion that needs stopping? Give me a ring. Or, if you just need an extra pair of hands for washing up? What? Everyone needs some downtime, besides it's therapeutic.
I have my husband for that. To help with the washing up. Hey, if you know who I am, surely you know my late husband too.
Late husband?
Did I say that?
Just a slip of the tongue. I'm sure you probably meant great husband.
Yeah, I must have.
Scott, isn't it? I keep getting flashes of memory. Were you in bed? Why is that the image that I'm getting? That's personal. But it wasn't in a house. No, I don't know.
Don't worry, I'm confused too. I remember you with a clipboard, but it's blurry somehow.
That sounds right. Who knows what I was doing?
There was something in my arm. A needle. Were you drawing some blood?
Not that sort of doctor, I'm afraid.
So, you help with anything except medical emergencies. Are you one of those people with a doctorate in something really weird?
Last week I got a PhD in yogurt tasting, but one doesn't like to brag.
That bed you thought I was in. It was at the hospital. I was ill. It was serious. But what happened next? I can't remember.
Scott, it's absolutely fine, old chap. Just think about something else. The more that you scratch at that wall, the more it'll come flooding back, and I really, really can't recommend that.
But I was dying.
Don't say that. Of course you weren't.
No, I was. I remember getting the diagnosis. I remember the treatment not working. I remember so much is coming back. But why don't I recall getting better?
I might know. I just might. I'm not sure yet. Let me try something. Scott, I want you to look at the watch, okay? Follow it with your eyes as it swings back and forth.
Are you trying to hypnotize him?
In a sense. There's something I want to check. Just a little peek into his mind without breaking down the floodgates. Trust me.
Okay, Doctor.
Now let your mind relax. That's it.
Is this safe?
Perfectly. Nothing to worry about. Now, Scott, I'm going to place my hands on your head, okay? You'll feel my mind reaching out. It's all going to be fine. Show me the hospital. Show me the new memories. It's okay, that's just me. Hello, there we go. Nothing to fear, that's it. Show me that. You're unwell, yes. And that means... Okay, I've seen enough, right? Scott, you're going to come back to us, okay? 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, did you want me to look at your watch?
No, it's fine, that's all over.
So, what did you see?
Nothing unexpected, old chap. Absolutely no problem at all.
Thank goodness you're both safe. And you're here? How did you get here?
The doctor's the man who saved us.
He saved me too.
Georgie, you don't look okay. What's wrong?
You look upset, dear.
I'm fine, just... Oh, it's nothing.
A feeling you can't explain?
Yeah. How did you know?
I've got one too. Care to swap?
Guilt.
Disappointment, and I'm wondering if they're linked.
I did something. Something I think maybe I shouldn't have. This is all a bit too real. Maybe you should leave. If you don't mind. Guilt. Wait. What just happened?
You felt that?
Like everything's happening again. A needle skipping tracks on an old record. Why does no one else notice?
Because they aren't the eye of the storm. I've tracked the cause of this whole conundrum to England, London, this very house, and it's you, Georgie. Come with me to my ship, my TARDIS. I think it was your home in another life.
I'll come with you, Doctor, if you think I can help fix things.
Pinky promise. That's good enough for you?
Mum, Dad, stay here. I think I'm going to go save the world.
Scott, Andrea, stay safe, my dears. And if any of the Chetnovals turn up, call this number. It's unit. Tell them I'm your friend. They'll come and help, assuming they still exist in this timeline. Come on, Georgie. We've got work to do.
I'll see you both soon. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
We love you, Georgie.
Love you too.
Now, this might be a tad strange.
You're looking at me like I should be impressed, but this all seems weirdly familiar.
And there was me hoping I'd get to see your face. I have a feeling I missed it last time. Oh, no, you don't. You don't get to tear up my console just when I think you couldn't make this any more personal. Stop it, and stop it now!
We can do anything. Stop TARDIS if you desire.
What? That's insane!
What are those things?
Your friends in another life, they won't hurt you, will they?
Georgie has played her part.
An alien knows my name. Today is getting stranger.
Does today still exist? Or have we achieved timelessness?
Tell me you don't want that.
Time is our plaything.
It's such a human desire. Doing reckless things because it seems funny.
The bravado is pointless now.
You're right. Of course you are. You're much more powerful than I expect. You've made it past the TARDIS's defences. Very little has ever been able to achieve that in the history of anything forever. And I bet you're getting stronger, and with each subsequent paradox that you drain power from, you're getting closer and closer to being unstoppable.
Nothing is unstoppable, surely.
Some things are, and with all these paradoxes being nullified and Earth losing all sense of temporal stability, they are distressingly close. It'll be like the planet existed, or never existed, or always existed. Anyone even remotely sensitive to time will see Earth as nothing other than toxic, radioactive wasteland, one these creatures can use to charge their batteries for however long their lifespan is. But what am I saying? These creatures of time, their lifespan is infinite!
What would happen to everyone on the planet?
Who knows? Maybe they'd never existed. Maybe they'd be trapped in a state of perpetual death. The only thing for certain is that it would be beyond unpleasant. Now, you creatures listen to me, because I have only one question.
Ask us what you desire.
Tell us the truth. Was Georgie my friend?
It is not only about you.
Georgie?
I don't know if I want to remember. Even glimpsing your life in this strange alien box, Doctor, I don't know if I can take knowing I was a part of it.
I'm sorry, Georgie. But I can only hope that what we lived through was uplifting and exciting.
And beyond dangerous.
I need to know. Not just to settle my mind, but because I am convinced that splitting us up was the paradox that created the two of you.
But what of the other?
One step at a time.
Take our hand. See every time you ever lived.
Georgie, please. Do this for me. With me.
Is it safe?
There's only one way to find out. Well then, Monsieur and Madame Living Paradox. Anyone for thumb war? Or would you prefer a simple handshake?
Oh, my child. In future, would you please look where you're going?
Oh, it's like I'm camping again. Know any good fireside songs? Oh, no! What have I done? The Doctor, he's on fire! The universe is a better place because you were in it. Doctor, you're condemning them, us, my world to death.
And what? You're willing to change history? To save yourself?
I've decided. Do it.
Now you know.
I'm Queen of the Vampires.
I remember all of that. But it was different. I was alone when I sailed into the Bermuda Triangle, and I tried to save Leandra, but I couldn't. But when you were there, we saved her.
You are the same, but you are different.
And in every place we went, there's another divergence. In one timeline, the Ogrons flee. In another timeline, they're destroyed. And while it may seem insignificant, a crew of, 20 lives? Whatever they do or don't do next ripples out, changes the future, nullifies pre-existing timelines. By erasing our travels together, you practically shattered all of history.
I married a vampire.
You married a vampire? Really? Is that all you're taking from this?
Sorry, What would you rather I focus on? All the death I've witnessed? The pain and torment?
The point of flux.
You mean the moment everything changed? When I made the choice to save my father?
Bring him back and condemn me to whatever fate was out there.
It wasn't like that.
And if we get out of this, when we're having a good long chat about giving temporal parasites like these two access to the time vortex, then whatever we had is over. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Perhaps we should get on with stopping these things then, huh? They're basically living energy, and you know the first law of thermodynamics.
Energy cannot be created or destroyed, right?
Precisely. So that means Tweedledum and Tweedledee here are impervious to almost any attack. Even the assembled hordes of Genghis Khan can't blah blah blah. The point is no sword, no lasers, or witty repartee is going to kill them.
You say almost, when that is wrong.
But nothing's actually immortal, not even actual immortals. Achilles had his heel after all, and that 70s rock band, the Immortals, they didn't last very long, and that dreaded sophomore album, am I right? The principle's the same.
Everything has a weakness, even you, Doctor.
Ask anyone, I'm full of them. But I've got plenty of strength too, like figuring things out.
You know how to stop them?
The human connection. They have psychotemporal links with certain humans, the people directly connected to the paradoxes that birth them. Since the established laws of physics are protecting these creatures, we have to go back to their source and stop them.
What you have planned will not work. You are too weak.
We'll see about that. It's a massive mistake to underestimate me. Last chance to pick up the painless route. The chips are down and I am running very low on forgiveness.
We will not surrender now we have life. We have fought so hard for this. We will not give it up. Never.
Then I don't have any choice. To save time, I'm going to have to break the rules. Hang on, Georgie. We are going back in time, and you two are staying right here. Bye-bye!
Doctor, look at me. What are you going to do?
What? I must! It's abhorrently dangerous! But, needs must. These creatures are practically time themselves, yet we have to travel through it, or it's all over. We have to swim across a river, but the water's going to fight back. Punch and kick and do absolutely anything it can to stop us.
So maybe we shouldn't go, if it's as dangerous as you say.
That's not an option. Whatever the consequences, and there will be quite a few, we have to take them. This may be a one-way journey, and I'm sorry mostly to you, old girl. Especially for putting you through this. But as my old friend Will used to say, we have to screw our courage to the sticking place. Or a more modern equivalent that, makes better sense.
Where are you taking us?
Back to where this began.
No, please. Please don't.
Georgie, don't make this harder than it has to be. Look at the scanner. At the state of the vortex, there are rips and holes in time itself. History is going to fall apart all because you had to save your father. I saw the psychotemporal link between him and one of the creatures. That must be broken. You should know I do this with the heaviest of hearts.
So to save everyone else, everyone who ever lived, you have to kill my father. Am I right? I want to hear you say it, Doctor. Come on. Do you really think you could do it?
Yes, Georgie. His life is tied to the creature. Scott has to die.